I would like to thank Massca Products for sponsoring this video. How you doing? I'm Matt, the Pocket Hole King. Today we're going to review the Massca twin and single pocket hole jigs. I'm even going to run over one with the truck to find out if it survives later in the video. So a lot of people, especially when you're starting out using pocket holes, you don't know what you need or don't want to invest a whole lot of money into pocket hole joinery. I did the same thing. So I started out with a small pocket hole jig similar to this one. These are perfect for beginners, and these are perfect for having the shop or on the job site. A lot of times I know that I've forgot that I needed a pocket hole in a piece. I've already got the piece of furniture already put together. This is perfect for that because you can always go back and put this on. This is the Massca twin hole pocket hole jig. If you already have a pocket hole drill bit and driver bit, then all you would need is pick up one of these. They're like $15 or less. And so it's very inexpensive to get one of these. Now with the twin pocket hole jig kit, this is the one I would actually recommend if you don't have any pocket hole jigs and you're trying to get started. I would recommend getting this twin pocket hole jig kit. And I'll put a link in the description below to all this stuff so you can just check those out later. First and foremost, when you take this out of the package, you'll see that there's actually a screw guide for your joinery. It tells you the material thickness and the screw length you're going to need. I also have a similar guide on pocketholeking.com if you want to check that out. So it has this plastic carrying case that you'll be able to keep and use so that you can keep up with your pocket hole jig and all the parts and accessories to go with it. So inside you're going to get the jig, you get the driver bit, you get the drill bit, the stop collar, the wrench to adjust the stop collar, and then assortment of screws, and then of course instruction manual. One very cool feature about the twin hole Massca jig as well as the single hole is that is a magnetic strip. It has a magnet on the bottom to stick in place. And I have to actually really pull on that to get it to pop loose. On the side, you'll see the measurements, 1/2 inch up to 1.5 inches, and that's the thickness of the material you're going to be screwing into. So if you've got 2 3/4 inch boards you're going to be joining together, then you would use the 3/4 inch setting. Setting up the pocket hole jig is really simple. So you're just going to take your stop collar, you'll loosen off the set screw. It has a guide on the back of the jig so that you can set the thickness of the material that you're going to be screwing into. So if we're going to be doing 3/4 inch, it's set right there. You put it in that groove and you set it the shoulder of the bit to 3/4 inch. So you see right there is what we call the shoulder. This is the tip, the skinnier part, and then where it starts to, where it's bigger around, that's your shoulder. You're going to set that shoulder at 3/4 inch. You're going to push your stop collar up against this piece, and then you'll just tighten it down. So that's set. And then we're going to flip it to the side and we're going to set that to 3/4 inch. So you're just going to have this arrow pointing at that 3/4 inch mark. For joining this board to this board, then you would need to take this jig, flip it around just like that, and it's going to create that stop so that you could actually take this piece of material and it would stop on there just like that. Now you can use any clamp that you have to hold that piece on there. Massca makes this face clamp that is exactly perfect for this. The face clamp is adjustable so that you can get it to different thicknesses, and it also locks in place like that. So when drilling a pocket hole into a piece like this, you've got the bit set. You're going to make sure that this end is flat, and then you're going to clamp this on. And what's neat about this, you see that magnet also on top. So it actually hooks onto this so that you can just continue to use it like this. You wouldn't think so, but it's actually a really convenient feature to have when you're doing multiple pieces. Pocket hole time. You'll see the dust start coming up from there. They've got some ports that lets the extra sawdust come out. In hardwoods especially, you'll see a little fraying. That comes off with a sander really easy. That's typical, so don't worry about that. So now if we were joining those two pieces together, we'll get some 1.25 inch screws. Now you can put the driver bit into any impact, or you can actually just use your drill and put it in there that way. Now pocket hole screw, if you haven't seen my tips and tricks, you need to go check that video out. I'll link it in the description below. But a pocket hole bit is specifically made for pocket holes, and the reason is they have that flat shoulder, they have this unthreaded part, and then they're also self-tapping. So it's important that you get the correct screw for using pocket hole joinery. That's all there is to it. Now we've got 2 pieces joined at a 90-degree angle. It's a very secure, very strong joint. I've built tons and tons and tons of furniture and other projects with pocket holes. I'm the pocket hole king for a reason, because I like pocket holes. I like to use them, and I think they work very good. And you can see on the back side, they're not breaking through. Using one of these type jigs is the perfect way to get started with pocket holes. You can build a lot of stuff with pocket hole joinery. I built these J-Bates outdoor chair set with pocket hole joinery using a jig very similar to this. If you was making a repair, so let's say this piece was already together. If you got kids, you know, when they slam those drawers, sometimes it'll pop the face off, especially if the drawers aren't well made. Well, now you can actually fix that. You can take this, if you try to just set it up there, you see that it actually kicks it up off of the piece so that it's not laying flat. And that's where this really, it's a really cool feature of this jig. You can just flip this around. It still maintains the correct distance, and now it's laying flat on there so that you can actually make that repair. Now we've made the repair and used the jig that we needed. That drawer is strong, strong, strong. How easy is that? So you just take a 1x6 or a 1x4. I've got a whole video on how to make these chevrons. A lot of people like to have those on the wall as wall decorations, and all it takes is a couple of pocket holes and just a spruce board. They're very inexpensive. Perfect use for that little pocket hole jig right there. Very simple. You can make some chevrons like these. We've sold several of these. This little pocket hole jig will help you get started making stuff like this, whether you're making woodworking projects to sell like this, or if you just want to make home decor for yourself. So let's talk about the single jig, the single hole jig, and why you would need that. So the single hole jig kit comes with everything that the twin hole jig kit comes with, except now you just have the single jig. We'll set this kit to the side. We've already seen what was in there. Now, single hole kit, the jig works exactly the same as the dual kit. However, this one's just one hole, which single hole kit. So now if I have like a 2x2 or something like that, 2 holes would be a little bit too much, or maybe too wide for 2, but having this one, you can center it up easier and it'll allow you to do the same thing and just drill 1 hole. Now on this one, this is an 1.5 by 1.5, so we would need to move our jig back to the 1.5 setting. It has the same magnet feature on there as the dual jig has. Let's not forget, we also have to set the bit to fit that, right? I like that the jig has the cutout for the bit. If you flipped it over, same thing as this one does. So now we're just going to move this down to the 1.5 setting, tighten it down. Got it clamped in place, make sure that's flat, make sure this is setting flat. Now we got a single pocket hole for using the single pocket hole jig from Massca. Very easy to use, very easy to set up. If I'm recommending only buying one, I recommend buying the dual, because you can actually use this for the same purpose. You'll just have to line it up. This dual is probably one of the most handy jigs you'll have as far as pocket hole goes. Both of these jigs feature the hardened steel insert inside. They are made of plastic, but it's a hardened plastic. But these inserts that you add, the drill guides, are actually hardened steel, so you're not going to have to worry about those wearing out, and they'll last you for a very, very long time. Y'all know I'm a fan of Massca products. One of the main reasons is they offer a lifetime warranty on their products, as well as a one-time replacement for this drill bit or that driver bit. And as far as the jig goes, lifetime warranty if it breaks from any type of defect. Now, if you break it, you know, I don't know how you would break this. I think you could run over it with a truck and it would just be fine. Should we do that? I like that idea. Would Massca get mad if I run over it with my truck? I want to. I want to run over it now. So we're going to try this. I don't know if it's going to work or not. Hey, it may crumble like a grown man watching The Notebook. You know what I'm saying? Here we go. Do not try this at home. Don't do it. It's not sanctioned. If you run over your truck, they're not going to replace it. Don't do this. I'm telling you, don't do it. Don't do it. Just ease over and see what happens. Yeah! It didn't break. Now back over. All right, stop. All right. It survived. The only thing that it did a little bit underneath, of course I had this as set on the flat setting, because obviously this piece of plastic, if it was sticking down, it probably would have broke it. But I had it on there in the flat setting. But as you can see, really the only thing it did was put a little asphalt kind of dug into that plastic a little bit. But other than that, I think it's safe to say Massca makes a solid jig. So the best guess I can figure out, just searching the internet real quick, the Ford F-150 from 2010 weighs about between 4,500 and 6,500 pounds. I'm gonna go 5,000 pounds. That's $1,250 per tire if it's distributed equally. However, the front should be loaded a little more, so 1,600 pounds per tire in the front. Just a random guess, I have no idea. I'm telling you, these jigs are extremely handy. You can put them in your pocket, take them with you. I don't know, maybe you just, walking around Walmart and all of a sudden you need to drill a pocket hole. I mean, sometimes it just happens. Now, if you don't know what size screw you're gonna need or how many you're gonna need of each one, Massca's got you covered with that screw kit. They have several varieties of screws. There's 500 screws in here. This will be enough to get you started and going in the right direction. So Massca has a variety of screw sizes from 1 inch all the way up to 2.5 inches, and you can get them for hardwood, which means the fine thread screws like these, or you can get them for softwoods and plywoods, which means they have the coarser thread, if you're going to be using hardwoods or plywoods and softwoods. They also have pocket hole plugs to help you plug those holes to hide them if you need to. And then, of course, they have kits available, and then also drill bits and drivers. And again, any of your existing pocket hole accessories and products will work with Massca. So if you already have a drill bit or a driver bit, they'll work with these. All these screws will work with your jig if you already have a jig. So you don't have to worry about anything not working. Almost dropped it. You know what time it is. Power tip time. This is a product review. Why do you have a power tip? Let me tell you something, woodworker. If you don't have an extra bit, you're gonna cry when you break the bit and you don't have a spare. When you're working on that project and you're trying to get through, you're under a time crunch because that customer's waiting on that product, or if you don't have an extra bit, you're gonna be sitting around waiting on one. Pick up at least a minimum of one extra. So you've got one in your drill, you've got one in the drawer waiting on you when you break the other one, because inevitably it's gonna happen. You'll thank me later. You're gonna break that bit, you'll be like, oh, I got another one. And you're gonna go put it in, then you're gonna think, oh, the pocket hole king told me to get that. And then you're gonna come and message me and say, man, I appreciate you letting me know that power tip, because it helped me and it saved the project. That's what I do. Pocket hole king saves the day. Hey, if you like this video, click that box right there. It's gonna take you to the Massca M2 pocket hole jig review. Or if you wanna know some tips and tricks, you can click that box right there in my top tips and tricks for pocket hole joinery. If you click one of those boxes, you get a big old virtual fist bump.